This is Jonathan Ayoff here for Pro Boxing fans. Delighted to be joined over FaceTime by the British cruiserweight contender Isaac Chamberlain. Isaac, how are you keeping during lockdown? How are you finding things?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Just chilling, training. Luckily, I have my friend's private gym that I'm still being able to do training as well. And I got an exercise bike that I'm riding, and I'm trying to just get by playing PlayStation as well.
Yeah,
No more.
I mean, you were in Miami, I believe, until not so long ago. When did you sort of return to the UK?
Literally, it was my last week of sparring.
Hmm.
Yeah, before the fight on the 28th, and obviously I was doing great. I was knocking sparring partners out. I was doing amazing. And then it was on Monday that I was gonna fly back on the Saturday evening. On Monday, I got an email saying my flight got cancelled. So obviously I was like, oh crap, what's going on here? Because of the corona situation.
Hmm.
So they were like, so I called Mick and the guys at Channel 5, and they were like, okay, hold on, give us 10 minutes. And then they called me back saying, okay, we got your flight for 6 p.m. tonight. So I had to pack my bags and everything. And I'd done my training though. I went to train quickly,
Hmm.
and I came back. Then I packed my bags and I flew out. And when I flew back now, on the way back home, I got an email from the boxing board saying that um, all the events have been postponed until the foreseeable future. And obviously that was gutting, man. Shit.
Hmm.
It was crazy. Literally had just 1 week. Could have just held it off for 1 week.
I mean, especially for you, you've been out of the ring quite a while.
Yeah.
It must just be so frustrating for you. You know, you had those two set dates. I believe you were going to fight again in April as well. So, what's sort of your mindset at the moment? Obviously, this is a global pandemic. It's affecting everyone, not just you. But yeah, for you, it must be extra frustrating.
Yeah, but I don't look at it that way. I just look at it as, some people are really ill and some people are dying.
Mm.
I'm just fortunate enough to still have my health, and still be alive and well. Of course, it's upsetting, with what's happened, but listen, I can't really think about the the negatives. And I just got to look at it as a positive. And I'm the type of person I like to trust the process instead
Mm.
of trusting the results, because it's not like I've not been here before, being inactive and stuff. So I've always had found new ways to develop myself and develop myself as a fighter and as an athlete. So I think it's really important. It's really important to just try and look for the positives in every situation,
Mm.
and you have a different perspective and a different outlook on it, and that's what will really make us all go through this together.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. It is a massively serious situation. A lot of people are losing their lives through this, and I guess even talking about boxing seems quite strange because we don't really know when sort of this situation is going to sort of calm down.
Yeah.
Um, but in terms of you, you were out there in Miami sparring with Dorticus, I believe. Talk to me about how sort of the sparring was with him. He was obviously preparing for the World Boxing Super Series, and
With Dorticos, it was a bit weird because um, I was supposed to spar him the first time, but he wasn't there, so I sparred one of his guys, and then I beat the shit out of one of his guys, his main sparring partners. And obviously, since then, there's been excuses. Oh, he's not in today, or he's not well, or he's whatever. So obviously, I don't know if it's because obviously it's the last few weeks before his fight. So I know they want them spars that boost your confidence, not a guy from London coming in fucking you up. Do you know what I mean?
hmm,
So I definitely believe that we didn't spar. We were supposed to
okay,
spar, but we didn't spar. I was looking forward to it, but hey, he said it out, man. Because I know I would have done very, very well against him because I've built the experience of sparring guys like Usyk, Joshua Wilder, Master Mike Perez, all of these top level fighters, and I know I know how to deal with them. I know what to do. I know how they're gonna come. A lot of things, especially when you get to boxing at a high level, a lot of things is more psychological and confidence than the technique. Do
mm.
you know what I mean? So I kind of know what the were. He was how he was gonna come, but I will save it for if the future happens and we fight.
I do want to take you back. Obviously, it's the first time I've interviewed you, so I do want to get a bit of an understanding on your backstory. I understand you had quite a short amateur career.
Yeah.
Just talk to me a bit about sort of your roots into boxing and sort of what
Um,
drove you into the sport.
I got into boxing around 11, 12 years old. You know, my mum brought me to the gym because there was a lot of gang violence and stuff. And when my cousin was 15, he was involved in a lot of gangs. He was 15, he got stabbed in the heart. And obviously, my mum didn't want me to go down that road because obviously he started to become a product of her environment. So my mum brought me to Miguel's boxing gym in Brixton, South in Loughborough Junction, Brixton.
Hmm.
An amazing boxing gym, and I've gotten a lot of friends there and built a lot of great relationships there. And the reason why I kept coming back is because when I was young, no one told me, yeah, Isaac, you can be a champ. Yeah, Isaac, you can be good at something. No teachers, not my mom, no one. The coaches kept saying it, and obviously I was like, wow, these people still think I can be something. And I kept coming back to hear those words of encouragement again and again and again. And that's just what kept me going. It kept me going, and I just didn't stop. I saw a lot of people come and go, and they'll be here for a good 2 months or even 6 months, or even a year, but they won't come back, and they'll just find something else, or they'll get distracted with probably school or work or girls or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But I kept going. I kept coming back. I kept coming back, just so I can just. I was just really obsessed with it. I was the type of person. As soon as I'm in boxing, or if I'm focused on something, I really get really indulged into it, and that's basically what was happening.
And obviously, you had a short amateur career. You turned pro. You sort of burst onto the scene. And I think,
Yeah, I
yeah,
had a short amateur career because obviously my family was really poor. I wanted to stay for the Olympics, but I was like, yo, I got to make some money. I don't want to sell drugs or nothing.
mm,
Just know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do something else to make money or whatever, or even work another job. So, and then because I'll get distracted from boxing, I'll just be like, oh shit, they're paying me this. I might as well just stay here instead of actually box. Do you know what I mean? So I just thought, no, just let me just go for it.
and you obviously burst onto the scene. You won the Southern Area Belt pretty early on. You then had, yeah, quite early on, and then you obviously had that sort of big rivalry with Lawrence Okolie. The fight obviously didn't go your way, but on that fight, what did you sort of learn from the whole occasion? Because from what I can remember, it was a very big build up. The whole country were into it, British beef as it was labelled. I mean, it was a genuine British rivalry. So, what have you sort of learnt since that fight and the occasion?
I've learned a whole lot about a lot of. I've learned a whole lot.
Hmm.
I've learned how people act. Money changes people. Do you know what I mean? I earned so much money that night. The endorsements and through, the fight person, all of that, and just seeing the way people change. People that are there for you, and in one moment they're not. Do you know what I mean? Setbacks and failures, they're just a part of life. Everybody fails at something. We just happen to fail in front of thousands of people. Do you know what I mean? So it definitely changed my outlook, and I was trusting everybody else's words and instincts instead of my own, which I should have been a bit more selfish. Because at the end of the day, I'm the only person that's getting in that ring, and I was 23 years old. Okolie was like 25, 26. I was 23 years old. Do you know what I mean? My talent took me places where I wasn't mentally ready for, I believe. And obviously now I'm a whole different animal now. I'm very, very different. But before, personally, I don't think I was ready for an occasion like that. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously I was an introverted guy anyway. And when I'm walking out and I'm seeing all of this, I'm like, bro, I'm just this young black boy from Brixton, wasn't supposed to be nothing. And look what's happening. Like, I always dreamt of it, but I never thought it was gonna come this fast. And now, I'm used to it. Now, it's like I've been given a second chance because I'm only just turned 26, so I'm still young in the sport. I'm probably the youngest out of everyone in the top 10.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So, I really know it's a great experience to have. It's a great experience to have headlined the O2 Arena. Most people don't do that their whole career, let alone in under 10 fights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a blessing. It's a blessing, and I've known. It just makes you a whole lot wiser with what's happened. Now I'll be in charge of my whole camp. If I'm tired, I'll tell my coach, listen, like, because I was telling him, but he was like, nah, this is just part of the process. So I was just running to the ground with the sparring and the running. I was running 8 miles a day or 6 miles sometimes, sparring 10 miles, sparring 12. So I was fit, but I was just done inside. I was finished.
I mean, what have you sort of made of, just touching on Lawrence Okolie for a minute, what have you made of his sort of rise up the division and where the point he's at now? It seems on the verge of a world title. What have you made of sort of, his rise since?
No, it's been a great rise. You know what I mean? He's beat everybody in front of him. Some of them are, not a fan friendly, but he's still got the job done. At the end of the day, and I think they said he's fighting Glowacki. He has a very big chance of beating him. As soon as all he has to do is adapt to the range and his southpaw style. All he has to do is adapt to it, and just because obviously Glowacki likes to throw the big looping punches, just don't get caught with one of those. And obviously his size and his strength, he can definitely use it to his advantage and get the win.
I mean, it sounds like from your end there seems to be a lot of respect between you two now. Is that a fair comment? Do you sort of have respect for him now?
Why? It's one of those, it's boxing at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? You have to respect everyone that gets in the ring. Because it takes a lot of balls to get into that ring. Do you know what I mean? But definitely in the future we're gonna fight. In the future we'll gas it up as well again. In the future, because that's what the fans like. That's what people like. They like a rivalry and hype and all of that. So definitely we'll run it back. He wins a world title. I win a world title. We'll definitely run it back.
Can you just touch on sort of this period of inactivity as you mentioned? What has sort of been sort of the reasons behind that?
Some has been management problems. Some has been like, because obviously I was gonna go to America and fight in America, but obviously there's some contracts issues that they tried to tie me in, some bullshit ass contracts for crap money, and it was just a lot. Do you know what I mean? I can't really go into detail on them. Do you know what I mean? But it was just a bit crazy. You know what I mean? But I'm glad that I'm now with Mick Hennessy, and Hennessy Sports, and they take care of me a whole lot. They're making me they're putting their whole focus on me, and I'm very, very grateful for that. I'm extremely grateful for that. I feel like I can talk to them about anything and work with them about anything. And it's a great feeling. Do you know what I mean? So now, that's why I've even been in the gym training, focusing and stuff, and working on little things, and sending videos to Angel, so he can just work on building the future.
You mentioned Hennessy Sports. I did want to come on to that. You have obviously signed a long-term promotional deal with Mick Hennessy and Hennessy Sports. What can you believe Mick can bring to you at this stage of his career? He's obviously been involved with Cole Froch, Tyson Fury, Darren Barker, etc.
The thing with Hennessy, like the proof is in the pudding. You can check his track record. Cole Froch, Tyson Fury, James DeGale, Chrissy Beck Jr., who else? Darren Barker.
Yep.
You can go on and on and on. Like, he's built some great champions from scratch on free-to-air TV, so the casual audience can know who he is. Do you know what I mean? So that's an amazing thing. That's an amazing thing. You can just see, and he's one of the few genuine people in boxing. He's a very, very genuine guy, and I just believe that he has what it takes to bring me to that next level. He has definitely what it takes to bring me to that next level, and anything I need, he's got me. He's very, very invested in me. Channel 5 is very invested in me. They're paying me nearly double as much as Eddie. So it's a blessing. You know what I mean? It's a blessing. So I just can't wait to really get back out there and know that these people. That's why I'm not really fussed about this pandemic, because I know that they have me. You know what I mean? I know that they've got me, and I know that as hard as I work for them, they're gonna work hard for me as well. That's why I'm pretty fortunate to be in the situation that I'm in right now.
I mean, obviously they have the pool of Channel 5 free-to-air TV. How important do you think that will be for you in terms of exposure? Obviously, Channel 5 terrestrial TV reaching millions of homes. Your fights are going to be free to air. to so many people. How much of an
It will be
impact do you think
great.
that'll be?
It'll be great. It'll be a great thing for me. Great exposure as well. Great for even to get endorsement. Great massive endorsement deals as well. So it's exciting, man. I just really just can't wait to get out there. Obviously now it was supposed to be happening. I was supposed to be having my second fight in like the next couple of days. You know what I mean? But this Saturday actually. But everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. It's probably not the time. It's God's time, and I have to just trust what's happening.
I mean, the Hennessy Sports stable, if you look at sort of your promotional stable, you've got yourself, Alex Dilmagani, Savannah Marshall, Hugh Fury, Mick Hennessy's son, Michael. You've got quite a sort of burgeoning stable here. Do you see sort of a big future now? Do you think even more fighters are going to follow suit and join Mick Hennessy?
Yeah, fighters that Mick thinks can go all the way, 100% all the way. Because obviously Mick he's a type of he wants to work with a select few people, and I think that's the best way. Because if you have too many people, then they're not really gonna have the focus on you like that. Do you know what I mean? So at least with Mick, there's a real focus, and there's like a community, not community. I'll say like there's like a close team bond kind of thing. We talk about a lot of different things. We talk about a lot of things coming up and what we can do to be better and improve. And I like the sound.
Picking this back up with Isaac Chamberlain. Isaac, explain sort of your training situation.
I'm just thinking to go back with. I'm going to start working with Angel again and set up at Loughborough University. I think it's the best move at the present moment because obviously I spoke with Mick and he's talking about setting up 4 fights in 4 months. So September, October, November, December, going to and from Miami, with the jet lag and with the traveling and all of that is going to be very expensive. And obviously the jet lag as well. So it's kind of like, it's going to be too much. I'm thinking just to base myself. And I'll be able to see my family at least on the weekends and stuff. My mom and my brothers and all of that. Because other than that, it's pretty difficult.
Yeah.
Going out there and not seeing my family and stuff, or no friends or nothing like that. It's kind of like prison for real. So I've just gone from isolation in Miami to isolation in London, basically.
With worse weather. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Right now, it's just that's what we're planning. So we've been doing training over FaceTime and videos and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's what we've been doing, working on little things, footwork and jab and parrying and defense and just little things that I can tweak up.
I mean, how much are you looking forward to getting back into sort of Angel and back with Angel? And he's obviously got Charles Frankham there. Kez Ashfaq's joined as well, and obviously he works closely with Anthony Joshua, so it's going to be quite Ahara Davis as well, yeah. So it's going to be busy, stable, as well as I guess you can learn quite a lot of each other.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's very exciting. I'm just really looking to push on with my career, and it's just really, really exciting. I just really want to push on with my career and go further.